morning, good 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 morning. What is up? It's been a minute since I did my good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy October. Oh, it's such a beautiful Friday. Happy Fearless motherfucking Friday. I hope everyone is amazing today, feeling great. Like literally grateful and just being blessed, waking up with that energy. It's not easy, but you gotta pull it out. So I'm just so
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Love the hair.
Thank you. It was a process, but we got it to work, But how are you doing? It is a good day. It's chilly, but good.
Yes, it's a little chill up here in the north, but it's expected to be a little bit chilly. This is actually still very comfortable weather, sweater weather.
Fall.
As you realize, it's turtleneck season now, so sweater season. So that is yes, I love sweater weather. I love turtlenecks. Like this is one of my favorite. Good morning, handsome, you little kitty patootie. Good morning, good morning. Hey.
Say hi.
So,
my hand, nice.
yes, so we are so excited because we're talking about a topic that we've actually never talked about before. This is something extremely different that we've ever talked about, but it's something that's extremely important with it. Hey, extremely important when it's in your business. Why? Why do we get stuck in the rat race? And you ever when you think of the rat race, you think about that little hamster or that little gerbil that's on a wheel and it's just like running like for hours and it's not going anywhere, but he's having a ball, just keep going and going and going. But you realize he gets tired and then it's like I gotta take a break because he does stop. But then he keeps going back and keeps running and running and running and running. So we're talking about that in business. Why do we get stuck in the rat race? Why do we constantly keep doing the same thing over and over and we realize that we're not progressing to certain levels? And there are 4 major breakdowns when it comes to why do we get stuck in the rat race. Now, my man, before we get into this, let me know what has been a great highlight of your week so far of this week.
Sorry, I was trying to get the little one to quiet down for a second. My highlight point would definitely be, and this is just a shout out to them, having Delish Juice Bar using me for their seasonal baked goods, for their seasonal flavors. They're just a beautiful family, a beautiful business, and it's just been such a joy and pleasure to work with them thus far. They have a pumpkin carving thing tomorrow, and it's just
nice pumpkin carving.
Yeah, it's a little pumpkin carving family event with goodie bags, and they have a DJ and everything. But that would definitely be the highlight for my week. Was just working with them has been a joy.
Absolutely. Hey. So that's actually really good to know. If you guys are in Jersey City area and you want to do a pumpkin carving, go to the Delish Bar. It's off of West Side. I don't know the main street, but I know it's not far from like Fairview, Fairmont, and I forgot the other street that's on the other side.
Yeah,
but
it's literally right on West Side Ave. It's a little bit before Lincoln Park.
Definitely right before Lincoln Park. It's like not too far from the big church off of Lincoln Park on the corner.
Yes,
so that is
exactly.
a good spot. One of my favorite nail spots is on that spot too. But yes, Delish Bar. Oh, actually, if you know of Pompeii Pizza, which is a very good pizza spot.
Very good pizza.
Definitely is right next to Pompeii Pizza off of West Side, Duncan. So definitely shout that out. It's not too far from Duncan. If you see Duncan, you gotta go a little bit further down. So, or if you pass Duncan, then
between Jewett and Gardier. There you go. That's the street.
Jewett and Gardier. Props to you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I lived here for 6 years and still don't even know. So anyway, appreciate that. Yes, Delish Bar. Definitely shout them out. Go get your pumpkins for your kids. A great event. Go do the damn thing. And yes, they have been very grateful to all of us. So I definitely appreciate them as well. I get to be very creative when I make my smoothies with them, especially early in the morning when no one's there. So I definitely love them.
What
So
was
shout out to them.
your highlight though, sis?
My highlight this week was actually I got to speak my mind twice in 1 week. I felt like that was a highlight for me because a lot of people, when we go through certain things and there are conflicts that happen between people, we tend to harbor on things. And I learned that I was able to express myself twice within this week, Monday and yesterday, to someone or something that was kind of harboring on me and bothering me. And I was like, you know what? I need to get this off my chest. I need to talk to the person. We need to fix this. We need to work on this. And both of the results actually came out very, very beautiful. So I was very excited to release something that was harboring on my mind that I felt like could probably do more damage than good in the future. And we don't want to do damage when it comes to ourselves or even hurt others. And it's not just ourselves, but even thinking about other people's feelings. Maybe they might not be thinking about that, but their actions, the way they go about things, can hurt us without them knowing. So it's okay to tell someone how you feel if you feel like they disrespect you or they hurt you. So I had to learn that this week, and it came out very good. So I'm actually excited and proud of myself. It's like now I want to do that more. It's like therapeutic for me, getting things off my chest. I don't care how long it took, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I've now got to let you know like how I feel and what you're doing to her. You're hurting me and where is this coming from? So that was a good highlight.
I mean, a productive conversation is always beautiful.
Yes.
That's my first thought is, if you can have a productive conversation or a conflict resolution type thing, that's always a beautiful thing to be able to.
At the end of the day, when you go into these conversations, you never know how someone's going to act, if they're going to get defensive, if they're going to get mad, if they're going to get angry, if they're going to scream, if they're going to yell. So situations like that can be very intimidating to get in because no one wants to have a outcome of a bad outcome. So it's like very intimidating. Thank God it didn't go to that. It could have. At one point there was intensity in some intense moments in the conversation when you're expressing yourself, but you just got to make sure that I'm not leaving until this gets resolved. So that was like my goals. It wasn't my goals, but it happened to be one of my goals this week is resolving some issues. So that was a very good highlight, I would definitely say.
Woo-woo. Love these highlights.
Yes, that was a great highlight. So if anyone else had any highlights this week that want to share, please tell us your highlights. We would love to know about your highlights and shout you guys out about, great things of highlights, especially in the business world. And the great thing about it is that one of them, I don't do business, but I'm around her that the people that she know that I do business with. So it's always a good taste to be surrounded by everyone. You're not going to always be liked by people, but it's good to have a circle of at least everyone can be common ground and, get along, kumbaya. Exactly. And then the other person I do business with. So I definitely needed to talk to her before I get back into the business because of things that we had some differences with. So that's always a great highlight. Like I said, if you guys have anything that you guys want to highlight, your great highlight, what's good that happened this week, please share it with us. Okay. Or text it, or write it, email. You don't gotta call. I definitely rather read it because then that helps us shout it out more out. But anyway, other than that, we're gonna flip this over now and get started. Woo-hoo. So as we were talking about, let's talk business. Happy Fairless Friday! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! I'll get closer in a minute. I just want to show you guys our 4 points. We're going to be breaking down why we get stuck in the rat race. So the 4 points that we are going to be breaking down, Mama Mandy, if you want to start, if you could read all that.
So the 4 points are fear, greed, ignorance, and conformity.
Yes. Fear, greed, ignorance, and conformity. And now we're going to get closer.
So let's break down the first quadrant. Fear of failure or judgment is what we're talking about.
Now, before you break that down, have you ever gone through something that's like fear or judgment that, maybe stopped you from doing anything?
Oh, hell yeah. Like,
So
I don't sugarcoat for y'all, and I keep it real as I possibly can with y'all. Definitely, especially early on in my career, when I was trying to go from culinary to pastry, I was like, how does it look as somebody who just spent 10 years in culinary, just diving into the pastry world or the baked goods world, right? And I was very fearful of people judging off the fact of like, why would I buy baked goods off a food chef, you know? But then I let that go, and now people know me mostly for the baked goods. So it kind of flipped in reverse.
you see that? So let's read this and see what just happened. I love that
So
story.
the first point that I want to make when it comes to this is you turn down big opportunities when you allow this to affect you.
Mm-hmm.
I almost did. I almost said, I'm not going to touch the baked goods business.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a huge opportunity since. The next point is you tell yourself it didn't matter, but deep down, you know it did. You know it's going to burn you in the ass later on down the line. Okay.
You know you really wanted it.
Yes.
And I love the fact that, and this is why I asked that question, because when you see a situation of fear, like my Mandy said, if she didn't take that step of switching over into the pastry because of the fact that she was nervous, she had that fear, like, should I do it? Should I did it? But she took that leap of faith and still did it. And look at her now. Everybody knows her as Mama Mandy, the pastry chef. Everyone thinks she's more of a pastry chef than actually a savory chef, even though she does both. But we look at her as, oh my gosh, I want desserts, I want cupcakes,
Which is
I
fine.
want a cake, I want a
I
pie.
don't mind.
You know, we all want these from her. And it's amazing how she didn't allow the judgment or the failure of fear stop her from switching over what she felt that was more calling to her. And that's the thing that we all tend to do. When we get fearful of something, we create this opportunity like, oh, it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter mindset is the worst thing we could do for ourselves. Sometimes it's okay. I'm not going to sit here and say there are things that we need to say it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's
In
some things
life.
we got to let go
There
with
are
that.
some things that we do need to say. But when it comes to an opportunity that we really wanted to take, it does matter.
Mm-hmm.
Find ways to get back into that and do it again. Every opportunity, it might not open up the same way, but it might open up a different way, but in the same shape or form. So you never know what could happen. So don't sell yourself short. You know what I mean?
Amen to that. That was a great way of saying it. Don't sell yourself short.
Absolutely.
So let's
now greed.
jump over to greed, shall we? And when we're talking about greed, we're talking about that need for instant gratification.
Mm-hmm. And what that means?
The easiest way I can explain that is like somebody who constantly wants that quick dopamine rush of like, I did it, I did it, I did it, but really they're quick licks. It's nothing long term. And when you do this, you get stuck chasing the quick wins, the quick licks, because it feels good, right? It's like, oh, I got a little micro win, a micro win, a micro win. And I'm not saying don't go after your micro wins. That's not what we're saying. But if that's all you're doing and you're never pushing yourself to that next level, you're getting yourself stuck in chasing the quick lick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of actually building something valuable enough to attract money, you're just chasing money.
Yes.
We don't want to chase. We want to attract, because attraction causes multiplication of money.
Absolutely. This is when affirmation helps you get grounded in meditation.
Yes.
You need to be like, ground me, humble me, and attract the money abundance my way. This is when this happens, because like fear, I feel like fear and greed definitely goes together, because when you're just getting that quick race, that means you're definitely selling yourself short. You're only looking for it, yeah, but you're only stopping yourself to do that quick thing that you already know how you can make a quick buck. And it's like, you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you keep pushing and you elevating. But not only that, you want to make sure that you find it valuable to yourself. And I feel like a lot of things that we do to make a quick buck is not valuable to ourselves. And that's the key word I got out of this. I don't know if you guys did. The key word was valuable to me. I want to do something that's valuable to me, that's going to show value in life, that's going to attract money.
Preach.
More money, more abundant. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't look for don't settle. Like we said again, don't settle for that quick win that at the end of the day, oh, it helped you what? Probably pay your car note or probably pay your bill, but at the end of the day, it didn't do anything good, satisfying on you. It's just, oh, I made this much money. Yay. Okay, but did you help someone? Did it really help you in a great way to get you to a next level?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it still stagnant at that same level? So find something that's valuable instead of being greedy and just the money.
Yeah, find doors that can open you to more doors. Okay?
Absolutely. Love that.
And just before we move on, though, I do want to make the point of you do need, like most millionaires will tell you, that they do have a few streams that allow some quick licks to come in.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have quick licks coming in, you should still be building value on the side.
Mm-hmm.
We all need some quick flow of cash coming into our business. But if that's the only cash flow you have, that can get scary.
I will give you an example. So my quick cash is I will do a couple of guys here on the side, dreads. I don't make it a big thing online because that's not the thing I want to be known for. But I do a lot of word of the mouth because I have a lot of, my man has a lot of his cousins.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of male cousins. All of them have dreads. So it helps me out. So, and then he has a lot of friends. A lot of his male friends have dreads. So that helps me out. So if they look, be like, yo, who does his hair? Which he gets that all the time. Someone always asks him, who does his hair? He gets to say me. What that do, that gets me an appointment. I at least do someone's hair at least 3 times within the month. That's quick money right there for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when I'm getting a quick money, I'm not making it known. But at the end of the day, you know what I find valuable out of it, even though it's not something I want to project like in the world, like, hey, I'm a hair. But I still get to see someone be like, yo, thank you. I feel good about myself. I look good. This is dope.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
Even with the click, like you're providing somebody value.
Exactly. So it's like sometimes look into those to make yourself look good, because you can get instant tired of doing something just quick that doesn't matter, and just look at it as the money, and then it comes frustrating.
Amen.
But if you look at it as in, oh my gosh, I made someone feel so good, then hey, you found the valuable into that quick money. It doesn't, and then it doesn't feel like it's a greed. So be careful in those things.
Amen. Pick your quick licks mindfully, cutesy, demure.
Word.
But the next quadrant is ignorance. And we're talking about the lack of financial literacy. We're not talking about you being stupid. It's just the ignorance or lack of knowledge when it comes to money side of business. Word. Okay.
And
I'm
don't
just
get me
not
wrong,
good
we've all
with
been
money.
through this.
Oh,
We've all
ahead.
been through this once, twice, 3 times, or we're still going through it, just trying to make sure we do better. So don't think anything of it. Just pay attention.
Exactly. This point, the first point, is something that we will say to ourselves, right? I'm just not good with money. It's not that you're not good. You weren't taught properly.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't blame yourself if you're not taught financial literacy, but it's something you can learn.
Mm-hmm.
So don't stick yourself into a box with that phrase. I have older family members that do that. Well, I'm just no good with money. So learn. Like, it's just, that phrase boggles my mind. I don't know. It's like a self-defeating mindset. You really put yourself into a survival mindset and that poor man's mindset when you just blatantly say, I'm not good with money. How are you supposed to attract money? Shh, sir. How are you supposed to attract money if you're putting out into the universe, I'm no good with it? Well, it's not going to come to you. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like, ooh, deter.
Very true.
It just doesn't. You love money. I know. Yeah, you love money. So the next point is you can and will get better with money, and you can practice and study. If you really want some good money knowledge, Zenobia has been studying this for, I want to say,
he don't want
2 years now. What?
He trying to get back down.
Yeah, he's I don't know what the hell he's doing. For the better part of 2 years, and she's really dived deep into what financial literacy is, how money works. And I think it's important. So definitely hit up Zenobia and she can tap you into some financial literacy, because I think it's important for everybody to know. If you have money, you should know how it works and use it properly.
And if you don't, you should find a way to start building it, even if it starts little. And that's the thing that people don't understand. That's why me and Mom Mandy do this micro saving. We take $2 away because it's literally showing you how to save little by little so it can become and accumulate something bigger than what you expected. And that's important to know, that everyone thinks, oh, I need to have money. No, all you need to have is $10 in your fucking wallet, and we could put that away. All you need to have is 25 in your thing and invest in something. It doesn't need to be a big amount of something. You start small and then it accumulates bigger. You'll be surprised of how far you go. There are people that put in a big amount and just leave it. And yes, it grows, but it doesn't grow when you're consistently flowing money in as much as possible. Believe it or not. So, like she was saying, you can and will get better with money the more you study and practice. Could we agree with that, Mom Mandy?
Oh, yes, I agree with that. Would you say that's me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I highly agree with that. And it just starts by taking some time, doing some research, reaching out to people. So the last quadrant that we have, and this one I really
Oh, she froze. All right, you back?
I'm here. Okay.
Someone
Conformity. This is like the bigger star box for me. I think it's highly, highly important. I mean, they're all important, but I don't know why this one just stands out to me. Conformity only goes with the flow. You follow what everyone else is doing. Well, let me tell you something. In business, that's not going to set you apart or make your business stand out. If you really want to draw attention, find your tribe that's going to be like consistent, customer base for you, you have to be authentically and uniquely as you possible. There's 1,000,001 people doing what Zenobia does. There's 1,000,001 people doing what I do. Look at Rihanna. There's 1,000,001 people that had lingerie and makeup lines, but
she still did it.
And she still did it because she set herself apart by creating a huge color spectrum that changed the makeup industry, by having all size models and some even disability models. Like, you have to think outside the box while still thinking inside your industry, but don't cookie cutter yourself to an industry standard.
Yep.
Okay. Be yourself and proud. Okay. And but ordinary actions will get you anything more than ordinary results. And I'm sorry, but if an extraordinary life is an option, I'm choosing extraordinary over ordinary. I'm gonna be as me and out there and sparkle everywhere as possible, because we got one go round.
Absolutely.
And the second you conform is the second it's like you kill your spirit, whether it's the spirit of yourself or the spirit of your business. Let me know what you think.
I'm not saying there are not times that you got to be a chameleon. That's different. Sometimes you got to be a fly in the wall and just be there. Go with the flow. But when it comes to business, you always got to find ways to stand out. You cannot do the same thing as someone else and think the competition is going to be better for you. No, you got to go extreme. And like we talked about this a while back. Now, if your salon don't sell champagne, and that salon and the salon across the street, because all nail salons and food places be like right across the same thing, be right across the street from each other, which would be funny as hell. But if your salon don't sell champagne and the other one don't, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell champagne. You know why? Because they don't do it, and I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna give it away for free. I'm gonna make sure I step up my game, my customer service. Automatically up, so my customers feel welcome. They want to come to me instead of the other. Now, if I realize that place is smaller, I'm gonna make sure I expand it and make it bigger so more people can come in. Always find different things of your competition that you could do a lot much better to help you out, because you don't want to stand out and be the same. Because if one person will be like, all right, what's so good about you that I can't go about him because I both do the same thing? You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want to go with the flow. You don't want to be ordinary. You want to stand out. You want to be unique. And that's the thing that people have to understand. Being ordinary is not always good when it comes to business. Maybe in life, you know, being an ordinary person, like John Legend used to say, we're just ordinary people. But right in business, you're not an ordinary person.
Yes.
You have to stand out. You have to be unique so you can see those unique results. All right.
Even if
I hope that
you're
helped
a
out.
shy person or somebody who might be a little timid, putting themselves out there all the time, my advice to you would find ways that you can kind of sneak in your personality to start. And as you do that, it's going to become easier and easier and easier to showcase who you really are behind the business.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I'll say it a little bit backwards than what you said. Because you got to start with your personality always first, and then you have to open up into a different personality. So I would say any business that you're doing, you start with your personality because it's you. You got to make it you first.
Mm-hmm.
So if, like she said, if you're shy, what are some shy things that you do to get around and still speak about your business?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if you're a shy person, you don't like to talk in front of people, I'm going to go to social media. That limits my face to face, but I'm still able to put my product there and light. Still put it out
Exactly.
there.
I think you said it better than what I was trying to get across.
Yeah, that's what no. I got what you were saying. You know, sometimes start a different way, and then sometimes start adding more of your personality. And I think both ways is the same. But that's what I was saying. Me differently, I would think if I'm shy, especially if a shy person, they don't know how to talk to someone. They're not going to talk to someone right away. They're going to probably build that confidence to talk to someone as they're still talking to people on their social media. And social media can build your confidence. You could get so many compliments about what you're doing, so many purchases that you like, you know what? I want people to finally see who does this. Woo, it's me. So that can build up confidence and get you to do different things, jumping out of your element. But like she said, just doing little things of you into your business, incorporating yourself into your business, that makes it actually fun.
It does.
When I get to, yeah, it makes it fun. When I get to be me, I have more fun with my clients when I'm myself. When I take some crazy landed shit out of my mouth and my clients like start laughing at it, that makes me feel good because some people be like, no, you shouldn't say that. No, I even say some crazy stuff at church.
But you know
sometimes.
your client base.
Yes, definitely know your client base, but I don't like to be stuffy. Yeah. I'm not a stuffy person. And if I feel like someone is stuffy, I feel like that's a front on their behalf. So I might say something uncomfortable just to break the ice. Because I feel like making someone feel awkward in a good, funny way can break the ice. They be like, you really just said that? Yes,
Yeah, I
did.
totally agree with what you're saying. Is like just being able to be yourself while you're a business owner is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because automatically, the reason why you got that sale or you got this, especially if you're doing like me and Mom Mandy, is because of our personality. Someone sees something in us that they wanted to buy from us. So your personality is already enough. So definitely just continue to be yourself. Now, don't let your business overgrow your ego, because that can happen as you're making more and more money and you're getting more. Your ego starts to get really big, and then that's when people start to dislike you. Stay humble. Definitely stay humble, stay grounded. You know, even when you crack barriers from yourself and you accomplish things that you thought you couldn't, don't become absurd of yourself and be like, oh my gosh, I did that, I'm so great, I'm amazing, and start gloating in front of people and da da da. Don't do that. Stay humble. Like, hey, I was shocked that, and I can't believe I just challenged myself and I overcome that challenge. I want to do more just to know that I'm growing. That's different because you want to grow. But it's not like I'm better, I've done this, I've done that. Like name dropping. I
was about to say nobody likes like somebody who wants to rub all their success in other people's faces.
Exactly. Don't do that. But on this note, these are our 4 why we get stuck in the rat race. These are our 4 bullet points. And if you guys agree with this, you guys want to talk more about this, please hit us up, DM us, hit us up on our live too. We could talk more about it. But other than that, these are what we're talking about in business. Let's talk business, $2 billionaires, and our Fearless Friday. Let's overcome all these ignorant things that stop us, like our fear and our greed from, achieving what we want.
Mhm.
So let's continue. I hope these all helped everyone. And I hope that if you have any questions, like I said before, please, please, please reach out to us and let's continue to have this conversation. But on this note, I hope you guys are ready. We're going down.
These are damn near almost knocked over the whole setup.
We are
Money
ready.
jar! Grab your $2 bills and throw them in.
For our money jar. So right now we are at $72. So we're asking people at least take $2 every week and put it in any type of jar. It could be, you see my jar? It could be any type of jar. You see my Manny jar? Any type of jar. And just take $2. It could be from your couch. It could be from your laundry. It could be from your car. It could be from your purse. It could be from your briefcase. It could be from your gym bag. I can tell you everything. It could be from under your bed. I don't care. You can find change. It could be 4 quarters. It could be freaking 100 pennies. I don't care. Go and find $2 and literally take it and put it away. As we were talking about today, ignorance, lack of financial literacy. We're teaching you the way to micro save with your freaking finance. Taking $2 away and putting it away. Easy. $2 is a no-brainer. How could you not be like, damn, $2? I could do $2. Word. Do the $2 and guess what you'll be doing? By the end of the year, you'll be saving $104. And Mama Mandy, just to give them a little bit of insight, tell them why we do this.
So it's a 2-parter. One is a little selfish on our parts. So we were always taught how to make money, but we were never really taught how to save money. We never had piggy banks. So me and Zenobia were like, I kind of want a piggy bank. And we realized it's a great way to teach y'all how to micro save and teach ourselves too along the way. And now doing it for almost 3 years, I know for a fact I'm very good at micro saving. But it's because of this tool. Simple thing as a piggy bank. My son has a piggy bank and a whole bank account because we do this like this. I think it's a great tool to teach kids how to save money, to teach adults, anybody really. Yeah. He loves his money, y'all. He loves his money.
So like she said, it's a great way to teach your kids. It's a great way to teach yourself to get back in the game. Now, if you guys want to do $5, that's up to you. But all we asking is to do $2 and put it away. We're not asking you to donate to us. We asking you to save it for yourself. And guess what? At the end of the year, like I said before, you're going to be at $104. And if you guys did not know, this is actually going on our 3rd year of doing our $104 a year. So saving 2 years. So by the end of this year in February, we will be at $312 saving with us. You see that? A blink of, we already gone through 2 years.
I know.
And
it's crazy.
Be at $312. Who don't need $312 right now? Because with this economy, it's kind of scary. At least an extra $312 might help me go crazy and buy groceries just in case if a doomsday happened, God forbid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just never know. But at the end of the day, you have to take that leap of faith and just start saving. Take $2. What is so bad with $2? So just do the $2 and let's move on with us. If you guys are not sure what to do, holla back. Word, let them know, DJ. Holla back.
God, he's a mess. So announcement time. I have a few announcements for you guys this week. As you guys know, baked goods, and I do food as well. So like meals already prepared and heated up. Check out the Food is Love Mom Mandy page for all those deals, sales, all those food services. Check that out. Mom Mandy Motivation will be Mondays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. And if you need a daily dose, DM me for the Discord chat link where you can jump in and get your daily dose of motivation. And like I was saying earlier in the live, I'm very excited to be working with Delish Juice Bar. Check them out on West Side, and you can pick up Mom Mandy seasonal flavored baked goods from there. So those are my weekly announcements. King.
Yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love that. Now, I've told you guys a lot. Get up on that Discord. It's for free, 99. Get up on a Discord. Motivation. And if you guys have not been watching, Mama Mandy has been on her Mondays and Thursday at 8 a.m. motivational. And, you know, even if you miss it sometimes, or if you already heard it, it's good to go back and reflect on it. Because some of her messages, it might not talk to me that day, but it might talk to me another day. And it's always good to get that motivation, get that pep talk. So don't always be like, hey, I didn't get to see it Monday, so I'm going to forget. No, go watch it Tuesday, go watch it Friday, go watch it Saturday, and you still might feel that connection still. So, and even with our lives, you might not watch it today, but if you watch it on Monday, it might speak to you.
This is why we post them.
Absolutely. So definitely get back in the game. So as you guys know, I am Miss Red Chardonnay, known as Miss Zenobia Warner, and the CEO of Easy Creative Touch. Ow. Taste our reputation. Right now, as you guys know, we have our Easy Hot Honey. I love this. You guys don't love it? You don't know what you're missing. Fuck a hot mic. So Easy Hot Honey is literally way better, way tastier, and way spicier. Mm-hmm. So definitely get on that. I have 2 pop-ups literally this weekend. We're going to be at the Pacific Flea. And then we're going to be in Elizabeth. So I'm going to be in Jersey City and Elizabeth literally Saturday back to back. It's going to be a crazy, beautiful day, but we're going to be pushing our products. So if you guys like, yo, I need to get Easy Hot Honey, get your Easy Hot Honey. So, and then not only that, we have our Madagascar Bourbon Vanilla Extra. I love our Madagascar Bourbon Vanilla Extra. Like, I put this, like, my oatmeal, my cornmeals are never the same because I put a little vanilla in it. Someone told me about putting vanilla in a smoothie. I actually tried it, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised how the flavor enhanced. I was like, oh, that's different.
I could see it being really good in like a berry smoothie.
Where it tasted like a vanilla protein product. Like, it literally enhanced the flavor like a protein product. I was like, this is amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Just for like the flavor and touch. No, you're not going to get drunk in alcohol or anything like that. It's not like, you know, a daiquiri, but it's very delicious. So have fun with it. Now, we definitely talked about, like I said, I have pop-ups this weekend. Definitely go out. Mama Mandy talked about Delish Bar. Her stuff is selling in the Delish Bar too. So please go and support. Her crumb cakes are amazing. So definitely go for that. I told you about our pop-ups on Easy Creative Touch. You're going to see it in the stories if you need the address. But if you need assistance in your financial education, lack of financial literacy, please reach out to us. It doesn't matter who. You can hit me on Red Chardonnay. You can even hit me on $2 Billionaire. Doesn't matter. Reach out to us and we'll definitely help you, guide you, and sit you down and do a financial plan for yourself. Do anyone even know what their next financial plan is? If you don't and you're not sure and you just need a little upper, or even if you have it and you still need a refreshment, let's get down and let's talk. So other than that, I'm going to flip this over.
So you go turn so we can see your face.
Yeah. So we're not too far. I'll go back a little bit. No, so other than that, this was another episode of $2 Billionaire. Hey, DJ. Hi, little man. He does.
Yeah, he's crazy. He don't know what he wants to do.
He does it.
Go down.
He's too funny. So this was another episode of $2 Billionaire. Thank you for tuning in with us. If this was your first time with us, what we usually do, we talk about things in the business world that, you know, still connect with our personal lives as well, because we are the business. We are the face of the business. And what we need to make sure is that we're understanding who we are in the business together as we grow. So this is one of the things that me and Mama Mandy have come together and do, our $2 Billionaire. Let's talk business. And we hope you guys had a great time. And if you return back to us, thank you guys for continuing to follow and supporting us. We love you guys. We are in the month of October. This is one of everybody's favorite seasons. I like October.
Paid actor.
Good job. Woo! This is one of my favorite, well, I would say months, year, season. I would say season, more better. This is one of my favorite seasons, and it's not because of Halloween. I'm actually not that big into Halloween, believe it or not. Y'all like, what? You are that planner? What? I just not that big into Halloween. I don't mind supporting it. I don't mind celebrating. I don't mind designing it. I don't go crazy. But I do go crazy for the fall weather. I enjoy it. It's comfortable. I can wear this and actually not wear a jacket. That's comfortable to me. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So other than that, my man, if you have nothing else to say, you definitely out.
The only thing I have left to say is happy Fearless Friday. Remember that being fearless does not mean you don't have fears. It means that you have the courage to face those fears like we were talking about today. Yeah. Face those fears and still make magic happen for yourself.
Absolutely.
Face those fears this weekend and carry on throughout the rest of the year. But today, this beautiful full spooky weather day is going to be a motherfucking good day. Why? Because it is, and we deserve it. But we are the ones that create it and protect that energy, that vibration. So go out there, sprinkle some magic, be uniquely, beautifully yourselves, and go out there and run your businesses. But toodles, guys, and thank you for tuning in, as always. Toodles.
See you next Friday.